And welcome back to Community Viewpoint. I'm your host, John Pollock, for the second segment. And this segment will be dealing with AmeriCorps Vista. And let's see, I got there it is. Otherwise, you have to look at my right sleeve to see there. Yeah, I'm one of them. But anyway, we have Tane Owens with us. He is a VetCorps. He's with VetCorps. There's so many of us. There's so many different sections and stuff. It's hard to keep
Yeah, they try to cover everything.
Right.
They got a little.
And they do. If you go to the AmeriCorps website for the national or the state, there are so many grants. There's so many wonderful things that they cover, either for all ages or the VetCorps. It's great what's out there. If you're looking for volunteerism, you want to give back to the community, there's a small stipend that gets paid to us, and you get paid for volunteerism. So look at AmeriCorps or Vista or VetCorps.
And do we want to talk about that a little bit? I mean,
You want to start with that?
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean,
Let's do that since I started that.
Yeah, sure. Well, what it is the major goal of AmeriCorps is to fight poverty on the U.S. soil. Mm-hmm. And so the idea is they pay you based off of the national poverty line. Mm-hmm. So you have experience at the poverty line, and you're also giving services back to the communities in which you work to kind of help their poverty issues. So, I mean that's kind of the umbrella goal there of AmeriCorps.
It's like Peace Corps for this own country, for
Exactly.
our own country here.
That's how I describe it too, yeah.
Right. So there are many different facets for that, and environmental, it's for government work, for like environment, for education, for healthcare. There's so many different grants in all the different states. So if you want something you want to do, you have some time, you're retired, this would be great for you to do. Or when you're first starting out too, for the youngsters, it's hard to find a job. And I know the Nye Community Coalitions where you're working right now has found a lot of places for youngsters in AmeriCorps. And wait a minute, where did we find you? Where did we find you?
Well, I applied online.
Yeah.
The AmeriCorps application is online. Uh-huh. And then what I wanted was, when I was searching for service opportunities, I wanted something that was going to broaden my cultural background. Uh-huh. So basically, I mean, I'll give you the short story. I ended up choosing between Juneau, Alaska and Pahrump, Nevada, and ended up taking Pahrump, Nevada. And I guess now I'm here, and I'm not disappointed at all. I'm getting a big cultural experience. I'm from South Dakota, so it's much different living in the desert. So
That's
yeah,
interesting. Very good.
yeah,
Juneau, Alaska lost out.
yeah,
So,
yeah. They missed out.
yeah. So you've been here how long?
Just about a month.
That
Yeah.
is fresh, yeah.
Yeah.
But we've done a couple things together. We've gone out there to see some of the folks that are in need, and we'll spend some time together in the coming months to get our feet wet. Your feet are dry in the desert.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you get your hands filled with what you're doing. So what is it that we're going to talk about today besides us? We're talking about the family festival.
Yeah, sure. I'd like to share an event that the Nye Communities Coalition is putting on. It's called the Healthy Family Festival, and it's taking place at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park on September 14th. It'll go from 9 in the morning till noon. We're going to try to get in and out of there before it gets too hot. The main goal for this festival is to be active and learn ways to be active and kind of get the family out, interacting together, and basically just bring families in the community together to enjoy some of these events. And what we've done is we've brought together a bunch of different events. We're actually still looking for exhibitors, but right now we've got a walk with a doc set up. We did this last year. What it is there will be a short track in the grass, in the shade, and what you'll do is you'll go for a walk with a doctor, and you can ask them various medical questions, any advice, things that they should be looking out for, maybe ask them about resources in town, and it's really a good informal but informative event. The Night Communities Coalition will also be hosting a child car seat demo. And one of the services at the coalition is that they have trained professionals that will install and check the maintenance of your child car seat. And so we will be providing services at this event for child car seats, and they're just going to show a demo of what to do and what not to do, and maybe have a little quiz in there and what's wrong here. And a lot of it's self-explanatory, but there are a lot of things about child car seats that people don't know. So that would be also a very informative session.
Right.
We took on the Walk in Memory, Walk for Hope Suicide Awareness Walk.
Okay.
That's going to be taking place that morning. And it's going to be a 3-mile walk that starts at 9 a.m. and registration will open at 8:30. And there's going to be a speaker, and basically it's just going to be a good way to get awareness out for suicide prevention. That's sponsored in part by the Night Communities Coalition, and then also the Coalition of Suicide Prevention in Las Vegas. We're having a family fun play day. That's put together in part with the Youth Works organization at the coalition,
Okay.
and they're going to have various activities like bocce ball, kickball. They'll have some frisbee games, maybe a 3-legged race, just fun activities that are going to be put together. Everyone can enjoy, and kind of a family fun environment over there to maybe get some exercise in. So. There's also going to be one thing I'd like to talk about is the VFW food pantry.
Yes.
There was recently an article about them in the Mirror, and they are running low. Their food pantry is running low, so they're hosting an emergency food drive. Actually, this weekend they will have locations this Saturday. The hours are escaping me. I think it's 8 in the morning to early in the afternoon.
Yeah, the show will air after that, but
Oh.
they will have at least one receptacle at the public library, because the
Okay.
lady, what's her name? Do you remember?
Linda Wright.
Right.
Yep.
She met with Susan Wonderly, the director from the library, and they'll have a receptacle at the library for the coming months. So
Yep.
if you want to provide something for our needy veterans, for the VFW, we will have a box there probably in the next week. By the time this airs next week, it should be there also. So I'm glad you brought that up.
Great.
So,
Yeah, and they'll also have something set up at Home Depot this Saturday,
Right.
and then also in the Night Communities Coalition parking lot this Saturday, and maybe ICANN, Family Services. I think they are having one set up there.
Right.
I'm about 50% sure they're
Yeah.
having one set up there, and
Yeah.
then they're also having a food drive set up at the Healthy Families Festival too. So bring your canned foods when you come to this festival. And we're also setting up more exhibitors. If you want to be an exhibitor, contact me. So,
And that's over at the, it was on the bottom of the screen, so you saw that you're on it. It's 727-9970.
yes, aspartame.
Yeah, he's right next to the receptionist. So hey, Dave.
Perfect, yeah. Just holler over my cubicle wall.
Yeah. So maybe you could go ask Patrick over at he's the manager at the Home Depot, if he could maybe put a receptacle over there.
Yep. Yep. Actually, I've got I'm going back on Monday. They weren't there today, but
Okay.
I'm going back on Monday too. So
Yeah, tell Patrick John sent you.
Yeah.
Someone know
Okay.
about him.
yeah.
But yeah, they're very community minded, and I'm sure that you can do something with him also. Yeah, that
Yep.
would be great. So you're part of the Night Community Coalition under a grant for, what is it, VetCorps? It's called?
VetCorps.
Trying to get all this
Yes.
together.
Yep.
So we're related, because you can see the patch. But there's so many good things that happen within the United States. There's a grant from the government for giving back to the communities, volunteerism. You and I went to a presentation in Las Vegas. By the time this aired, it'll be a couple of weeks ago, for something called the Green Zone Network, talking about working with veterans. This is a new website. It's called, you can go on Google or whatever and go into greenzonenetwork.org and read about good things that are happening for the veterans and the state of Nevada. This is just the state of Nevada. If I may, let me give you the purpose of the website and the Green Zone Initiative. It's to marshal all available resources in the areas of health, education, and employment outcomes to attract transitioning service members, veterans, and their families to Nevada to start their education, their businesses, and their careers, and to ensure the successful reintegration for Nevada's existing service members, veterans and their families into communities by improving the systems of access, services, and service delivery through regional planning, coordination, and evaluation of strategies. It promises to carry on the safe haven tradition for Nevada's 300,000 veterans. That's a lot of veterans we have, by providing a cyberspace place for them to find jobs, by connecting with employers and tap education and healthcare benefits. So this is not going through the VA or anything. This is a separate group. And like it said, cyberspace. We have different websites. It's a website, and we have different locations on there. And there's like a chat room on there also, where we can connect with other people. And I've been using it. And hopefully this will be, if the veterans are shy to speak with the VA, the services, maybe they can come to us. And Dr. Tom Waters is on the hierarchy, I keep saying overseeing, but he's like on a committee that's, because he's a town board member, he gets a bigger, he gets his picture on the website.
Yeah.
But it's you, myself, Francine Winters was there, and we're looking for many more volunteers in the local area to come aboard the Green Zone Initiative to help our veterans in our county and our town. So we got a couple more minutes left. Remember that the Healthy Family Festival, which is happening September 14th from 9 a.m. to noon. We'll be having a lot of things over there, walking with a doc, child care seat demo, walking in memory, walking in hope, family fun play day, the food drive. What's that again? What's going to be there? You're going to have food drive for the pantry there?
Yes, for the VFW pantry.
Yes.
Yep, that's put on by the Women's Auxiliary.
Right.
So.
And if you don't know, it's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 a.m. until noon. There's a little building to the right of the VFW to go to get non-perishable items over there. So they are trying to help our veterans in need, as well as other nonprofits and groups like the Hope Community Church on West Street and other good folks throughout the area. So, just before we leave, is there anything else you want to say?
Well, I'd like to make one more note about the Green Zone Network. It's really a great resource, online resource for everyone to access. It's kind of like a Facebook or a LinkedIn for veteran services.
Right.
And it's basically a huge list of services. So, and it's really easy to access. So.
All right. I thank you, Tay. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next week.